Hey, get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink, ho, let's get right. Getting paid.
Hey, it's your boy Tight. But you're tuning in with Ray Ray's podcast. Hit me, my boy Ray. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, we are back at it again. You know, it's your boy Ray from Ray Ray's podcast. You know, I'm always coming live from the greatest city in the world, my city, downtown Dallas, Texas, live from the 10th floor of the beautiful Hello Studios. Such a beautiful day. So blessed and thankful to be alive today. You know what I'm saying? Hey, will you watching real quick? Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow this thing right now. I see you. Pause that thing. Go ahead and like, subscribe this thing. Man, we got a great show planned out for you. If you're not familiar with Ray Ray's podcast, this is the show where we like to celebrate, highlight, and edify people who are doing amazing things in my city, downtown Dallas, Texas. So if you got that sauce, you got that motion, I don't know if this may be the show for you. Maybe one day you may get to sit down with your boy, all right? So if you've never seen a Ray Ray's podcast episode, you know we always got to start off with them positive words. People are always fighting battles we know nothing about, all right? So just in case nobody told you today, I just want you to know that you're beautiful, you're loved, you're needed, you're alive for a reason. Hey, you're stronger than you think. Whatever it is you're going through right now, you're going to get through this. See, here on this show, my show, Ray Ray's podcast, I am glad that you are alive. Most importantly, don't give up. Like I said, tough things are always going to happen because that's life. It's what you put in your heart and your mind to get you through that. Bet. So we have this segment. It is called Shout Out. This is where we like to put the spotlight and edify people that are doing amazing things in the city of Dallas, amazing events or amazing places we want you to check out. So today we got to shout out that guy, Voch Lombardi, doing big things in the Cowboys and media world, from his draft analysis to scouting to giving you a new spin on, you know, content for sports fans, not them stuck up ESPN type people. Yo, make sure y'all check out the guy Voch Lombardi. Follow him on all social media platforms, and check out all his stuff with Crown Global Media and all the other different platforms he's on. All right. So speaking of Voch Lombardi, we got the guy in the building right now. Yo, let's give a warm Ray Ray's podcast welcome to our guy, our homie, the OG here. Voch Lombardi's in the building. What's up with you, my dog?
Man. Oh, shucks. You know, first of all, lovely what you're doing with the affirmations. People need to hear that. And then you come and give me flowers. I need to hear that myself, because I'm always hard on myself, because I want to, I always want to do things the right way. So when you say things like that after affirming people, hey, man, I appreciate you, bro.
No worries. Like I said, this world can be cruel sometimes. Yeah. It's good to get a little, little pat on the back sometimes. Helps you a long way. So,
but look, though, thanks for having me, though, man.
I appreciate you. I'm glad.
This has been in the works for a while.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I never want people to think that I'm just ignoring them or just blowing them off or anything like that. But it's like, I got hands in a lot of different places. For sure. And I'm always trying to reach out to people and come on their show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was going to do this at some point. Yeah. I just ain't know when, but I had a little bit of time. I was like, man, let me get a Ray real quick. Yeah. Tap in with him and do the Ray Ray's podcast. So, bro, appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you here. Like I said, you doing a bunch of amazing things. So a lot of people know you as, the analyst and scouting. For sure. We going to learn who Voch is outside of that. What makes you you? And also, how'd you get into this amazing city of mine called Dallas, Texas?
So let me just say this too, though, man. Let me just say this. I don't really have a character. You know what I mean? So when people see me acting up at DallasCowboys.com, right? Prestigious DallasCowboys.com, sitting next to all those big wigs, and I'm on there like cutting up. That's because I cut up in real life. That's because I tell jokes and I act up and I have fun in real life. So that's really who I am. You know what I mean? And I think you mentioned it. You was like, hey, we're not stuck up like the ESPN people. I think ESPN is having a hard time retaining talent or just retaining audience because people don't relate to that. Yeah. You know what I mean? People, when they talk sports, they don't talk sports in suits. I happen to have a jacket on today, but people don't talk sports in suits. They kick it with each other and they back and forth. And that's why Pat McAfee got a lot of money to go on ESPN and talk. That's why Stephen A. Smith and Shannon had money. Once upon a time, Shannon got paid a bunch of money.
Once upon a time.
He can't speak on everything. But I think like personality matters, and that's where the YouTube space shines. Yeah. Because we got different, types of people, different personalities, different people that break the game down in different ways. We could all be saying the same thing. Hey, Dak Prescott is throwing the ball to CeeDee Lamb. But in Cowboy Nation on YouTube, you can hear 12 different people say that 12 different ways. So that's what's so great about what we do. And that's kind of how I got into this thing. I was saying sports differently online.
Yeah, because also, with the Cowboys, from a content creation, it's a very saturated market.
For sure.
That's probably one of the biggest, out of all the teams, that's probably the biggest platform.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
That's why I'm doing it.
That's why
I'm
you do
doing it. If I was a Cardinals fan and I did Cardinals content, it probably wouldn't be this. I'd have a day job and I'd just be doing Cardinals content for fun.
Yeah.
It just happens that Cowboys content pays.
Yes.
So we're around doing Cowboys content, but I was going to be doing Cowboys content regardless.
Yeah.
I started my channel because when I was at my day job, I'd be like, hey man, you watch the game? Damn, boy, you seen Tony Romo do his thing or whatever? Man, dog, who you think they gonna draft? And that's just what I've been doing my whole entire life.
Yeah.
10 years ago, I decided to do it on camera with a microphone in front of me, and it turned into all this, and I'm blessed, brother.
Yeah. And that reminds me of something I like to say on the show all the time. If you're persistent, you'll get it. If you're consistent, you'll keep it. Consistency is the key to everything in life.
That's all.
That's one of my messages I preach every episode, because you got to start it at some point. You got to start. You can't finish without starting. So you start somewhere. Yeah. And that's why I tell people get discouraged. Like, man, you ain't got to have like the biggest setup. You ain't got to have all the expensive equipment. Sure. Just do it.
Yeah. I didn't even want to be Cowboy guy.
Yeah.
I wanted to, because I'm a radio baby. I wanted to be in radio. But they just don't let everybody in radio.
For sure.
But podcasts exist. So podcast is like an online radio show or whatever, right? So I was just going to be on the radio telling jokes, talking about whatever, and doing sports sometimes. And then I did a couple of videos and things ain't work out, and you take those off the YouTube page, so people will never see them again. But there was this one like debate that I was having in this Facebook group, and we was talking about Zeke versus like Joey Bosa or something. It was like one of them weird. It was in 2016.
I was like, that'd be 2016. Yeah,
2016. And I was like, well, I think you're wrong and I'm right, so I'm gonna make a video and put it in the Facebook group, and I'll let you just watch what I'm saying. Hey man, that video got a couple thousand views on it. You know what I mean? So I did it again. And if anything works, you keep doing it. Yeah. If your family is in the pizza business and your whole family own pizza shops, you're like, cool, I'm gonna open up my pizza shop, and pizza don't sell. Yeah. You go, damn, I got some leftover shrimp. I just throw this out there, and shrimp go crazy. You sell shrimp now. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's kind of where I was at in Cowboy land in particular.
No, for sure. I mean, I said, but like I said, that's probably the most searched.
Sure.
Probably the most searched thing. So it was great. Were you in the Dallas area when you started doing that?
Hell nah, man. I was in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Okay.
The very first work I did, because I'm from Natchez, Mississippi.
Okay.
I went to Hattiesburg to go to school. That ain't work out. I was going to go coach football. I was like a GA. I was a traveling GA. So I was going back and forth from Natchez to Hattiesburg. But being a teacher didn't pay like I wanted to pay. You know what I mean? Just respectfully, pay teachers more. Yeah. Pay teachers more, for real. But I was working a day job. I was at Pizza Hut, slinging pizzas. I was driving in the hood, not getting tipped. Yeah. Risking my life at night for some wings. And man, I was just like, man, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna, because I'm sick of being here. I'm just gonna start this YouTube thing, this whatever. So, but that took me from, it was like day job moved me. You know what I mean? So I tried to get some work in Hattiesburg because I was a student. I ended up moving to Houston because I had to work while I was podcasting. I got fired from my job where I was at in Houston. I was like, well, I might as well come to Dallas now because I cover the Cowboys. Yeah. That's where we are. So that's why I'm here.
Okay, well, it got you here.
You damn straight.
It got you here. So
I can't complain.
Yeah, we're not complaining about that. So what year was that you moved here to Dallas?
Man, it was so long ago. What year was that? 3 years ago? Not 3 years ago.
3 years ago?
3 years ago. I haven't been in Dallas very long. I've been doing this out of various apartments, and it may have felt like I was in Dallas because I was traveling a bunch. Shouts out to Barry Griffith. I would always come down here to do his events, Cowboy XP, so it felt like I was in Dallas. Yeah. But I wasn't in Dallas. I was just traveling to get this work in. Yeah. And just something in my spirit. I'm very faith spirit guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Someone's like, man, I just need to be in Dallas. Yeah. Right now. Yeah. That's where all the work is. Nobody sent me a text and say, hey, Voch, come to Dallas. Yeah. But as soon as I get here, right, DallasCowboys.com called, Crown Global Media called, DLLS called, and, the YouTube just going to keep doing what it's doing in general. So everything happens for a reason, bro.
Yeah. You can never argue God's plan. Never. Or his timing. Never. Ever. But I want to take a moment real quick. You said Barry Griffith. I got to give him a shout out.
Shouts out to Barry, man.
That's one of my buddies. Me and Barry have formed a great friendship and bond. And I've been out there helping him with the Cowboys experience starting this past season. So we're going to help get that thing on up for Barry. Barry's a great guy. He deserves to have that thing popping. So this year, if y'all a Cowboys fan, you need to come out to Cowboys Experience. Sorry,
Barry thinks I'm too busy to ask me for stuff, but Barry was in my life early.
Yeah.
And I move stuff around. Can I cuss on your show?
Oh yeah,
I move shit around.
Yeah.
For people that was there early. Barry gave me an opportunity to work with guys like Joe Looney, or because the Cowboy experience events, like they'll have different players or whatever. Yeah. So Barry was like, "Hey man, you and Law Nation, shouts out to Law Nation. Hey, you guys come and do this and come here and meet these guys and interact with fans and players and all this." So I met a bunch of players. I met a bunch of, good people that watch my show, creators, through Barry. And Barry's like, "Yo, Voch, I love what you're doing." So he's been around for a minute. So Barry, if you watching Barry probably watching.
You're watching it.
If you need me to come do anything, Barry, I'll move shit around for you because you was here first. I don't move shit around for new people.
Yeah, he texted me about an hour ago. So
I don't move nothing around for new people. But if you was here first, and Barry got a lot of respect for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll move stuff around from Barry, but I'm sorry for derailing. Go ahead.
No,
please.
we're good. No, you got to make sure you give people their flowers whenever you have an opportunity to give their flowers.
Shouts out to Barry.
Barry's a good guy, all right? So we got you in Dallas, man. Like I said, now you work, you got Crown Global. Let's talk about Crown Global Media.
Sure.
I just seen that you really kind of pop up over the last, 6, 7, 8 months ago or so?
Exactly.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So how did that come about for you?
I've been a fan of Brian Broaddus for a long time. Mm-hmm. A long time. Like, as a Cowboys fan, you can't miss him.
Yeah.
He's very GOAT-like in this thing for a lot of us. If you do draft, if you watch film, you do anything media related, you likely go through the Brian Broaddus coaching tree somehow. And I just have this mindset, this hard work mindset of, I'm not going to reach out to Brian and ask him for nothing. But I'm gonna get big enough for Brian to notice me. Like that was just my mindset. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep making waves in this thing because weird. This is a weird thing that happens to me. I get creeped out when important people follow me on Twitter, or like popular people follow me on Twitter. Like, man, what is Chris Arnold from the radio station following me for? Like, I get, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you want with me? What's John Owning following me for from PFF?
Yeah.
Jordan Reed from EA. Why y'all following me? I still say that to this day. I was like, man, if I just keep growing, man, it'll be nice to work with Brian Broaddus one day. I ain't gonna ask him to, you know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna look, you know what I mean? One day Brian gonna notice Voch. Brian gonna notice Voch Lombardi one day. This is what they don't tell you. Derek Eagleton from the Cowboys say the same thing. These people have been watching you for a long time. These people know who you are before you know that they know you.
Yeah.
Brian been watching me for a minute. But he respect the work that I put in. He respect, the grind and the integrity behind my work. So, man, Brian reached out one day to some other cats, and the first show I ever did with him, it was me, Brian, Will Steele, Footsie King. Shouts out to y'all guys. And Jeff Kavanaugh. And we did this roundtable type thing, and I was like, I'm on a show with Brian Broaddus. I'm gonna debate with him. I want to fight because Brian likes a good fight. I know this because I watch him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fight with Brian Broaddus. And man, I forgot what we fought about, but I put up a real good fight with Brian. I was wrong, but I put up a good fight. I put up a tremendous fight. Brian reached out to me and a couple of other people, and we all met up somewhere, and he talked about this idea that he had. He wanted to bring all of us together to create this network, this thing, Crown Global. Mm-hmm. He got this investor, this anonymous investor, and we gonna get this thing going.
Yeah.
Right? And, I kind of just lasted out of that group of people. I just hung around. It just took a long time to get there. It took a long, this, whenever you building something, it takes a while to build something. Yeah. And I just hung in there. He was like, man, Voch, you wanna do something with me? How about this, Voch? Let's just do a show. And me and Brian did a show. Just online, just not even in a studio or nothing. Yeah. Just online. We did a show. And we did another one, and we did another one. Now, at this point, I think I'm bothering the shit out of Brian Broaddus. I'm like, hey, man, it's fine. But he didn't want to stop doing shows. So now me and Brian working remote 5 days a week now.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he was kind of testing me. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of seeing, can I keep up with his workflow, with his pace and all this kind of stuff. He was like, all right, Voch, this the plan. I'm spending this much on the studio and this is what we're going to do. I want me and you to do the show. I don't even know what we're going to name it. Blah, 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 blah. And you fast forward a couple of months, that's where we at with it. So me and Brian do this show, the Doing All Right podcast, a part of Crown Global Media. We have many other shows on Crown Global Media. I don't mean to turn this into a promo or nothing like that. Yeah. But there are going to be more shows on Crown Global Media. But the foundation of it is me and Brian Broaddus working together.
Yeah, because I've seen that. I've seen the stack they have with Aisha Morrison, Zach Wilczek. That's Willie, what up, buddy? I've seen that, and I've seen a bunch of people like been guest hosting.
Sure.
Also, let's send our condolences out to Brian.
For sure.
I know he's dealing with that. Prayers and thoughts with you. I know that's a tough situation to be dealing with. So, much love to you.
For sure.
Sorry to hear that. But I've seen people like Nick Harris, fill in this week. I forgot who else I've seen, but yeah, you guys got some of the people that are predominant in, especially in the Cowboys world,
sure,
coming on there featuring, which that is good. Where do you see Crown Global going?
Shit up. You know what I'm saying? I think if you put hard work in anything, it'll keep going up.
Yeah.
I think the more you put time in anything, it'll just keep going up. Hell, my YouTube channel, every YouTuber has quit at least once. I say that about all of us. Like, we've all had that moment where I'm sick and tired of this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Boys in the Hood, Trey walking in the house, punching in the air. We all have that moment where we sick of this and I'm over it. And I had that moment before, but I was like, man, I'm gonna do it like one more month and that's it. I'm gonna do it this time, that's it.
Yeah.
But you just keep growing the more you do anything. Brian not gonna let me quit nothing. And I'm at the point in my career where I'm not quitting anything either. Yeah. But I think the more that you grow, the more that you continue to build resources and put it into something, that's gonna keep doubling itself, right? And I'm gonna have some of my YouTube friends, and Brian's gonna have his industry media friends, and we're gonna bring those two worlds together. And I don't see anything but going up.
Yeah.
This is where Brian bothers me a little bit. Brian and our guy Zach Rose Zero, shouts out to y'all. Brian walked up to me and said, Voch, this was like October or something. He was like, Voch, we got 10,000 subscribers. Is that growing fast enough? I feel like we're not growing fast enough. I'm like, dog, don't nobody get 10,000 subscribers in 2 months.
No.
I didn't get, it took me 8 years to get 10,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, well, it's like 6, 7. Nobody gets that. We're growing pretty humbly, respectfully.
Yeah.
We're growing at a rapid pace right now. But they're radio guys. They're not from YouTube land. So they don't know how ridiculous the growth that we're growing right now.
Yeah.
So I had to let them know, man, like, hey, man, we're doing just fine. We ain't even a year in right now. So I can only imagine, humbly, respectfully, if we just keep putting the work in, stay humble, stay faithful, you know what I'm saying? God willing, like, I can just imagine it's going to keep growing.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Because, like, people don't understand it is, especially now the way YouTube is and social media, you got to post all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. It's a nonstop thing. Even if you think about going to sleep, let me post real quick before I go to sleep.
Got to post.
You got to keep doing it because that's what keeps you in the algorithm and all the different things. So people don't understand, like, you can't just post one video. Well, depending on how big you are. Maybe you can just post once a week and you eat off that. But most people have to post every day. Some people are posting multiple times every day or doing a couple shows every day. It's hard work. A lot of people think it's easy as pressing a button. I'm going to record something. I'm going to go viral.
Yeah.
Don't work that way. Trust me, I'm 6 years in the game.
Yeah.
It takes a while.
It takes work.
It works. But each year, you got to level up on that, bro.
Yeah. Luckily for us, though, we have established ourselves right now. This thing that we're doing is still very young. Yeah. Think about radio, man. Radio been around for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? TV like less than that, but in the grand scheme, podcasting and YouTube. Like, I was on YouTube when YouTubers weren't really making money for it. Yeah. YouTube was this place where you just shared cool videos or whatever, right? Like, now YouTube is a business. So I think whenever you get established in that early, like, I think, we have to be here now. But one day, radio's not going to be a thing. Yeah. TV's going to slowly but surely move from TV to YouTube. Yeah. And it's going to bring more people to YouTube. So now, we get to be like, hey, man, Ray, man, such and such said, Brian, we've been here. Yeah. So when TV moves over, some people are going to start. Like, okay, well, TV's moving here. Let's start making YouTube now. We get to be like, man, I got so much time in the YouTube that we actually get a boost from TV going away. Yeah. So, man, we good to go. We've made the investment. We just got to sit back and chill and let that grow. And you've already seen the evolution. How do you think how many people got rid of cable TV? For sure. When they had all the streaming apps. And all the stuff. Now it make you want to go back to cable. It's like, damn, I'm paying cable prices now for all these subscriptions. But look, though, all I watch is YouTube at home. Like, even, like, I got YouTube TV, but that's for, like, Cowboy, like, sports. But besides that, man, I'm watching YouTube as, like whatever you into, like, I'm about to buy a dog soon, so I'm watching a bunch of dog videos. If this was cable, it's like Dog Network. You know what I'm saying? I'm just watching a bunch of dog videos or cooking videos.
Yeah.
It's like Food Network now. You know what I'm saying? So TV ain't got long.
Yeah,
TV ain't got long.
It's like they say YouTube University. You find everything on YouTube. I be playing video games. I get stuck. I'm like, let me turn this.
What
YouTube.
I do here?
Yeah, what I do here?
Elden Ring or something. You like, man, where can I find this one thing I'm looking for?
Exactly
right there. But there was a video game channel, G4 TV.
G4, yeah.
That was our video game channel that we go to, and they would do that.
Yeah.
Now you can get it whenever you want to.
Get it whenever you want. That's the thing. It's supply. It's instant demand.
Instant.
Instant. But that's the problem with our world. Sometimes we are a microwave society. We want it. We want it now. Damn it! Hell, now Amazon's about to have something for $10. You can get something delivered for you in an hour for a $10 fee. They're about to introduce.
I don't want
crazy.
I don't want nothing to happen that fast. That made me uncomfortable. I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing popping up at my house that quick. You know what I mean? No, hell no.
Man, that's wild too, man. All right. So, like I said, we talked about Crown Global, man.
Sure.
But what makes Voch Lombardi? What do you find your peace and your solace in doing outside of the cameras and things of that nature?
When I'm not working, what makes me happy?
Yeah.
Shit, man, doing nothing, man. Doing nothing. If you come from a world where when you doing so much and so much weird stuff can happen, you are peaceful when nothing is happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can look up and you know, shouts out to the late great Black Phillip, Patrice O'Neal. He used to make this phenomenal comment, and he made me want to do radio as well. He was like, man, I just want to be able to come home and my ceiling fan is turning. You know what I'm saying? And that sounds away, but I've been in an apartment with no ceiling fan before. You know what I'm saying? And now in my crib, all my rooms got ceiling fans in them, you know, humbly, respectfully. But like now, I really just sit there and be like, man, I'm warm.
Yeah.
Just come on. You know what I'm saying? Like just you know, working and coming home and just everything is cool. Everything is fine. I don't have to worry about nothing. I tell this joke to my mother all the time. She was around. But I had this back in, well, I was in college. I bought this truck or whatever. I couldn't afford it, but I bought it because my other car broke down. And I was missing payments on that joint. And I just knew that somebody was about to come pick my truck up and just take it from me. I had this neighbor who had a much better truck than mine, but it was this diesel truck. So every time he would crank his truck up, go, gah, 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 I would think that's the tow truck coming to get my truck. And I go out there and look, and it wasn't him. Every time I look out the window and it wasn't him, I go, all right, just one more day. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear that loud cranking no more. Yeah. Or I don't have people knocking on my door looking for money. I don't have people putting letters on my door. So where I find peace is that I find peace in work. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like the work is gonna bring me the life that I want. And I'm not a complicated character. I don't need $1 billion or nothing like that. Like my life dream is to have enough money to build a house on some land. I do want a nice house, but I want this house in the backyard of my house where I keep all my elders in. Yep, absolutely. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to put them in a home because none of my you know, family members put their parents in homes. So I don't want to put my mom in a home and nothing like that, but I want to call it the shed. You know what I'm saying? So just put the old people in the shed in the backyard. Yeah, yeah. But it's really a nice house in my backyard or whatever, right? So I find peace in I'm working, I'm getting better, new people shaking my hand every day. I just met the finance dude for the Cowboys because of the dude that works the cap numbers. I just met Williams? Adam.
Oh, okay.
Adam Pacifica.
Wasn't Todd Williams one of the guys that did the cap?
I think Todd be like, hey, this is what the numbers look like. Adam, make sure the numbers fit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Will McClay, I get to meet these people now. Yeah. And those small events that happen in my life, that makes me know I'm working in the right direction. I met Chris Arnold the other day. I've always heard Chris Arnold on the radio, right? Just ooh-wee. I've always known him. But I met him and he was just talking, right? And Chris Arnold was like, man, back in the 70s or whatever it was, he was like, man, I was the only black doing TV and radio, and I was with Stephen A. Smith and Will Bond. And I'm listening to Chris Arnold. I'm like, damn, dog. Yeah. I'm just kicking and listening to Chris Arnold talk. And he respects my work. Yeah. So those small signs just let me know, like, man, I'm doing the right thing. Yeah. And that lets me know that I'm one step closer to the shed in the backyard for my mom and
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. So that's where I get peace, brother.
Man, speaking of, I sat down with Chris Arnold. He came here on the show.
He's phenomenal.
And we talked, man. It was just amazing listening to him tell the stories. Mm-hmm. And the big blessing I got of it is I had one of my friends in the studio. Yeah. And he's like, man, his dad had passed away.
Mm-hmm.
His dad was a big Chris Arnold fan. He's like, I was able to sit here and listen to Chris Arnold. I was like, man, my dad would be so proud. And that made me feel so good because I invited him, hey, just come up today or whatever.
Sure.
He's like, being able to provide those memories for people. Like, I think that's some of the best experience. Like, not all the money, not all the cars, and all that. Just being able to provide positive moments and things like that for people, that makes me feel really great. And Chris, man, great dude, man. Great dude, all right? And what you said, too, is we had to put my grandmother at home.
Sure.
You know, she's passed, it's been about 13 years now since my grandmother passed. 13, 14 years will be. And that broke my heart. Yeah. Because my grandma, you know, most part of my early part of my life, I lived with my grandmother. Mm-hmm. That wasn't my grandma. That woman that was in their home, it wasn't the grandmother I knew. So it hurt me, and it made me feel bad that towards the end of her days, I didn't visit her more. Sure. I let life get in the way. So, you know, one of the things I've always wondered is like, dang, I wonder if my grandma would be proud of me. Mm-hmm. So that's one of my motivations every day. I want to do something that my grandma will be proud of.
That's hard, bro.
And that's just like anything with life, how I treat people. Yeah. You know, like I said, this world's crazy. So you got to be the light upon people in dark times. So cool, man. So let's have some fun. You ready to have some fun?
That's hard, bro. Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna switch some gears here. We got this little segment. It is called
Slow Down. I just wanna get to know you.
Slow Down. We just want to get to know you. This is where we kind of ask you some random questions off the rip.
Bobby V.
We don't know where we're going. Yeah, you know, Bobby V with it. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. We gonna go where we gonna go. But before we start off with the Slow Down segment, I always want to ask you to, you know, shout out your social media platforms where people can find you.
Voch Lombardi, everything. VOCHLOMBARDI. Catch me on Crown Global Media, Voch Lombardi on YouTube, DallasCowboys.com, Bleacher Report. Find me on all those. But just, I hate to say this, but Google me and you'll find me. Google me and you'll find me, man. Appreciate you.
I ain't gonna lie. I like to tell people, hey, you can Google me. I like that. It's like it's a sample of approval almost.
It's a flex, but I only want to bring it out if somebody's trying to fight me on something. You know what I mean? Like in general, I don't want to tell brand new people, hey, just Google me. I want, just like you said, I want to take time. Oh, you can follow me at Voch Lombardi. Yeah. But if it's somebody talking some shit, man, Google me. You do know the internet works. Google is free. You can find me, but you know, Voch Lombardi.
So we're gonna ask some random questions, and also since we got Voch in the building, we're gonna talk a little ball with you real quick. You know, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do. All right. So this is the staple question of the Slow Down segment. Yeah. So say for instance, I'm Ray. I'm the movie director, movie producer. I'm trying to make the Voch Lombardi story, the movie about Voch Lombardi. Who should star as you in a movie?
Do they have to look like me?
I mean, it's up to you. It's your movie. You pick the star who you want to star as you.
They gonna be me in like every facet, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, the main part of your life. We're gonna have the person's gonna be the main part, because you know how they have the young person, the person now, and the older person.
Because like Michael B. Jordan just won an Oscar or whatever. Man, Michael B. Jordan could be Voch Lombardi, but
there we go.
But I'm not in shape like Mike. You know what I'm saying? So I need like Ice Cube's son to play me or something. You know what I mean? I need O'Shea Jr. or something to play me because he's a little chubby like me. Man, you know, just a movie about a podcaster that turned into a bigger podcaster. Shit,
yeah.
You know, I grew up in the era where you know people used to make quick dollars by just putting rappers in their movies. You know what I'm saying? So like they'll put DMX and Jet Li in a movie and try to just you know what I mean? Yeah. I'll put like Kendrick.
That was a good movie though. By the way,
Cradle to the Grave was a good movie. It
was a great movie.
Let Kendrick Lamar play Voch. Why not? Let a rapper play Voch so that way at least I know to sell. People will go watch a movie just because Kendrick in it.
I'll tell you about Kendrick, man. Yeah. I liked his little role he had in Power.
Sure.
I don't know if you watched Power or not.
He was a crackhead. I don't want him to quite do that with my role.
Yeah.
You know
he played a great crackhead. I mean,
yeah. Put him in a chubby suit and let him podcast a little. I think that'll be fire.
Okay. So, what would you, if you had to pick a song to be kind of like your theme song, your anthem, or a song that like best represents you, what song would you choose?
Man, I probably should have put a lot more thought into this. I thought because normally I'm able to just do stuff fast, quick. You really put me in a tight spot here. But man, anything that sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. Notorious B.I.G.
on 112.
Notorious B.I.G. Sky's the limit. That's the one.
Shout out my boy Slim for 112. That's
also Sky's the Limit by Lil Wayne. That works as well. That works as well.
That is a good one. He just announced he's going on tour.
I ain't
40 plus years for the car.
I ain't going. I'm too much of a Wayne fan to want to see him like this.
Yeah, that ain't the Wayne we.
That ain't the Wayne we know, man. The Wayne we know. That ain't my guy.
That ain't no ceilings Wayne. That ain't.
I think who this concert is for people that think the Carter 4 is his best album. That ain't for us. That ain't for us. People that grew up with like prefix, suffix, no ceilings, draw 3 dedications, that ain't for us. That's for people that the lollipop guy. That's for them Wayne fans. It ain't for us.
So while we're on the subject of Wayne, do you think Wayne oversaturated himself? Because at one point he was on every feature, every hook, almost on everybody's song. Do you think he oversaturated himself?
No, I think that was good for Wayne. I think that was good for Wayne because that was different. I think a lot of rappers in that time, they fell into the mindset of being, I want to pop out every now and then. I only want to be seen for something important. Wayne was on songs that didn't even come out. And eventually when they came out, like, damn, why this ain't come out? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I actually got a lot of respect for Wayne in that way that he just gave us music and he was great on everything. So nah, man, like if you think back on, man, you only got 2 Biggie albums, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he died, but you only got 2 of them, you know what I'm saying? Wayne was like, man, if Wayne stopped at 2 albums, we wouldn't get the whole story. So put out some more work. Like, could you imagine if none of Wayne's mixtapes came out? Just because, you know, he just didn't want to put this out. Or just if he would have left all of the Carter 3 stuff that got cut, if he'd have just left that on the cutting room floor, and we don't get Weezy Valley, like, I'd be upset. Put all this shit out and it adds to his legacy in particular. You know what I'm saying? Now, other people, when they put their music that doesn't make the cutting room floor, they may not be as good. Yeah. Bro, you should have kept that. You should have kept that. I think what happened with Wayne was the rent was due and he got old. He just had to keep rapping. Yeah. And when you ain't got nothing else to rap about or you feel like you may lose a bit of a skill in rapping, that's when you should stop. But Wayne, when he was in his prime, man, drop all that. We need that. Yeah. It was, man, you were waiting for the next Wayne. It was just, and you didn't have to wait long. It was like, boom, I got it. Yeah, it'll be DJs that you know. DJ White Owl. Only reason I know his name, we only know DJ Ross Smooth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The greatest DJ in the world. We only know him because, and no disrespect to Ross Smooth, he's probably great in Louisiana or something. But the only reason I know Ross Smooth is because he was the DJ on this, or White Owl was the DJ on that. Yeah. DJ Drama was the DJ on this. You know what I'm saying? So, shouts out to Wayne. Shout out to Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Because Wayne kind of shaped modern music a little bit. He got Drake famous, Nicki Minaj famous. So, I mean, I kind of owe a lot of stuff to Wayne from outside of him doing his music. But the thing about Wayne is that he inspired so many people, but he was so good that they couldn't be like him. Yeah. You know, he inspired people to be like him, but they eventually ended up being the Futures of the world. And because Future is inspired by Wayne, of course. Yeah. They don't sound the same because Future can't be Wayne. Yeah. But Future got a lot of kids, not like children. Because he does have a lot of actual children, but kids in a way of people that rap like Future. It's easier to rap like Future. Yeah. So you get a bunch of rappers that rap like Future. Yeah. It's hard to rap like Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Wayne has a lot of children also, actual children, kids. But you could tell who inspired who at that time. For sure. My bad, dog. I ain't talking about y'all cheering about y'all babies like that, but you understand. I mean, you stated facts, man. And when you didn't say nothing bad, you they got kids, bro. Y'all got them kids out there. All right? Take care of them kids. I know you heard Obama. Yeah. All right. That's a Wayne line. My bad. I like to ask this question too. Sure. What is something that's not a law that should be a law? Perfect example. One of the ones I say is you shouldn't be allowed to talk on speakerphone in public. That's just one of the ones I just don't like. Yeah. When you someone lets you over, you need to make sure you give the courtesy wave, something like that. So what is something Voch would want to make a law if he had the opportunity to? This law works 2 ways. Mm-hmm. Open the door for women. For sure. Women got to say thank you. Okay. If I open the door for you and you don't say thank you, officer, you know what I'm saying? Have some class. Yeah. Have some class. Yeah. I was born and raised in Mississippi. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I go out of my way to open doors. I'll walk slowly. If I see like an old lady or something behind me, for sure, I'll walk a little slowly. Come on through, ma'am. I say, ma'am. Come on through, ma'am. She just walked past me. I will make a citizen's arrest until somebody come pick her ass up. Say thank you, man. Say thank. I think everybody should say thank you to everybody. Yeah. I'm a thank you guy. I'm a please and thank you guy. I'm a yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. That's me in general. But if somebody gonna do something for you, gratitude is important for me. Yeah. Gratitude is so important for me. And I ain't saying nobody because I don't want nobody to think, oh, I gotta kiss Voch ass if I give him some water. Like, it ain't gotta be like that, man. But it ain't gotta be that. But hey, thank you. Cause I've been to podcast studios that didn't have water for me. and I had to talk with no water. Thank you. DallasCowboys.com, you know, they don't just automatically have water. I got to go and find some water at Dallas. You know what I mean? I got to ask for water. Shouts out to .com. I love them. And look, they'll laugh because I tell them this.
And normally I had a liquor. I didn't know if you drink it. I don't know if it was too early for you, but normally I pull out the liquor.
I can't drink and be on the show because I lose everything I built my whole life to build. I lose it all.
We're going to do that in private. We'll do that some other time
One
in private.
day.
When we,
Thanks for the water,
yeah.
but no, sir.
No, sir. No, sir. Understand. All right.
Say thank you to people.
There we go. Yeah. Follow this man. Listen to his tricks. He's giving great sound advice here, okay?
Thank you.
So if you could have dinner with 3 people, dead or alive, who are you going to choose?
Thank you. Damn, dog, man, you these are phenomenal, and I hate that I gotta, you know what I mean? I am such a Pac baby, Tupac. Okay. I'm such a Pac baby, and one thing fascinating about him is he's so much different than 24-year-olds now. You know what I'm saying? You look at a 24-year, I got cousins that's like 24-year-old, and they're like kids. You know what I'm saying? Pac was like my age at 24.
Yeah,
and I would probably offend him because I know who you know Pac is, but I want to get into his duality. You know what I'm saying? Pac got different sides, man. I'm like, man, why how you balance being this guy for the streets, or this guy as like a political activist, or this guy versus, hey man, we gotta respect the women, versus every other city we go. You know, it's like how do you balance those different sides of you? I think that's, you know, fascinating. Somebody watching this is gonna be like, damn, but you wasting your 3 wishes on on some crazy shit. But I mean, have dinner, man. I want to have dinner with Jerry Jones. Honestly, if I had dinner with Jerry Jones, I can at least pitch the pod to him, and you know what I'm saying, see if we can write a check for him or whatever. But Jerry's a fascinating businessman as well, and you know, I'm always trying to learn and be better in business on my own. So I want to talk to him, and man, and just. The last one is my granddaddy, man.
For sure.
As you was telling a story about your grandmama, that's where I'm at with my granddaddy.
Yeah.
If I could he died right before everything happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I had one, like, damn, nigga, like, then is when there, you couldn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was God will, dog, but man, if I could just kick it with that cat one more time and just be like, man, Pawpaw, this what happened.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is happening right now. Yeah. I would love to hear what he got to say.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. That's some amazing answers. Yeah. And I got more of a respect from Jerry Jones after watching The Gambler.
For sure.
When that nigga said he's about to go in business with the mob.
Anybody that got nothing that turned it into something, and you had to shoot the dice and go against conventional wisdom to get it.
Yeah,
I respect that.
Yeah,
big respect for that. I probably wouldn't want to talk. If I had more time, I could give you 3 better answers.
It's all good. That's for part 2. Next time you come back,
talk to Jesus or something. See what he's, you know what I'm saying. See what he's talking about. But what's up, Christ? But like, you know, but Jerry, Jerry, Tupac, and Granddaddy right now.
Okay, for sure. Okay. You know, a lot of people, they want to hear ball. Let's talk about some ball, all right? Ball. So before we get into ball, favorite Cowboys player all time?
Larry Allen.
For sure.
Larry Allen. I remember being a young football player, and when you grow up as football guy, you know, we don't know offensive line. We when we outside playing, it's 7-on-7, 9-on-9, or it's whatever, but you don't really consider offensive line in that way.
Yeah.
In Mississippi, we didn't have like Pee Wee football. We started in middle school, 7th grade. I was a big boy, so they was like, Voch, you have to play offensive line. Well, in the hood, we throw the ball and catch it. I don't know what offensive line is.
Yeah.
So I had to learn what offensive line was. I was a Cowboy fan at the time, but I didn't have a clear idea of what it was. I found out that Larry Allen was an offensive line. I was like, all right, cool, let's watch him. And you just see Larry assaulting people. You see him assaulting other legendary D linemen, by the way.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, dog. As somebody that didn't know what O-line was, that just, you know, everybody can watch a wide receiver highlight and like respect it. A cornerback, you know, Deion Sanders or something like that. You know, I'm a big Ray Lewis fan. You know, we can all watch linebackers chasing, hit people hard, and you go, ooh. Watching Larry Allen whoop grown men, and I was like, this what I get to do? Oh man, and that grew my love for offensive line, and that made me, you know, keep wanting to play offensive line. It made me want to coach offensive line, and even to this day, as podcast content guy, man, I people know me as O-line guy. I'm the Cowboy draft O-line guy. So man, Larry's the dude. Larry's the dude. Larry had this move. They had the outlaw. He was so strong. He'll just slap people upside the head and they'll fall. They don't let you do that no more. That's cousin Larry. That's cousin him. Like his hand was just bigger than everybody else. It's much bigger than mine. And he'll aim right for the ear hole in the side of your head. And he'll make you think you had. And then FOP! When you fall, he'll fall on you.
That remind me, was it Tyler Guyton, like week 1 last year or something like that? Or?
Sure. It's
I guess in Philadelphia.
Look, it was funny because Tyler posted up, he framed and then stole on him. But Tyler got that from Larry Allen.
Yeah.
Because Larry used to do that every game and they eventually outlawed it. So shouts out to Larry Allen, rest in peace.
I remember this one game. It was, I think it was 2005. The Cowboys had kicker problems. We had some guy from the XFL, Jose Cortez, as a kicker. I remember the game against San Francisco 49ers. He missed the extra point.
Yeah.
Larry Allen went and grabbed him by the face mask. Like, what's wrong with you?
Okay.
Kind of find out the hold and stuff was wrong and the snap was really on the kicker's fault.
Yeah.
But he went down there. He's like, man, we went all the way down the field and you missed the extra point.
I was about to say the damn kicker's your favorite player, but okay, you tell the story. The Larry Allen. Yeah. Larry, you know, when you get in this space, you start hanging around players, you hear a lot of wild ass stories that just didn't come out. Yeah. And Larry got a couple of them, and I won't say them here, but Larry's the guy. Shouts out to him. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Okay. So. I don't know how long it's going to take for us to do this, but if you could build your all-22 from Cowboys history, how you building that all-22? Let's start with offense. I was
born in 92, so y'all please spare me that I don't talk about some Cowboy that was Rayfield Wright or something, you know what I'm saying? Like Bob Lilly's not going to make my all-22. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Plus, I feel like football evolves, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be a 250-pound D tackle nowadays. Yeah. You know, because, you know, Tyler Booker's 315 waiting to get you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So let's do it from your time of being alive.
I got you.
From your time being alive.
Sure. I think there's a big discussion to be had about Dak versus Tony. And I respect Troy. I think the passing game continues to evolve, and I do think Troy may be the most accurate quarterback, but I saw Dak and Tony. Yeah. And I think Dak is losing his mind right now. So just with my personal Cowboy eyes, I ain't see Troy. I was 3. You know what I'm saying? And by the time I could see Troy, he was hurting. He wasn't even doing it. You know what I'm saying? So please, boy, because I just know people in the chat right now, man, they finna, damn, if I just like Dak Prescott over Troy. Please, Dak at the Q, 2016 Zeke, Marion Barber backing him up. Felix Jones could be like the third down back or something. Do what you want to do. Tyron Smith, who's my second favorite offensive lineman of all time. Larry Allen at left guard. Okay. I feel fine putting Travis Frederick at center. Like prime Travis Frederick at center. Yo, Voch, what about 2-A and Stepnoski and all them people? Hey man, it was Stepnoski play, wasn't it? But look, man, 2-A. Look, I didn't see 2-A play. I saw Travis Frederick whoop feet. You know what I'm saying? So sorry, Travis and Zach. Zach probably belongs in that conversation anyway. Sure. As far as right tackle go, I mean, I'm not gonna put Eric Williams. I was about to say Eric Williams. I watched Eric Williams film. Eric Williams, I have confidence that he can play both sides, so I put Eric Williams as my right tackle. Okay. Wide receivers where it gets interesting because you got to leave somebody out. If we're in 11 personnel, 3 receivers, it got to be Dez. It got to be T.O. So now you having a conversation about how Michael Irvin fits in this thing versus CeeDee Lamb or something. Yeah. Hey, man, I think CD fits modern football. I think Michael Irvin is a slant god. For the sake of people not turning this off and canceling your damn podcast, I'm gonna say Michael Irvin. So I got Michael Irvin and Dez as my outside guys. Mike can be the flanker, Dez at the X, and you somehow have T.O. playing slot, which would be ridiculous.
That would be crazy.
It'd be stupid as hell. And then, sure, Jason Witten can play tight end. Who cares?
Yeah, that's
yeah, easy peasy.
All right, switch over to defense here.
Yeah, defense is gonna be crazy. Of course, you'll kick it off with DeMarcus Ware and with that year 3 Micah Parsons as your outside linebacker. I'll keep it 3-4 because that's what we're doing now. Man, but I don't know, man, because like Greg Ellis was solid, and you can make the argument that Micah, he don't work it no more. So I can talk about it. Greg Ellis versus the run was much better than Micah, but I think conventionally you would want DeMarcus Ware and Micah as your outside guys. I was a big was a big Ratliff fan.
Yeah,
I was
Ratliff was great. Yeah.
I was a big Glover fan.
Yep.
Leroy Glover, Ratliff. You could put Marcus Spears in there if you want to. Sorry, pardon me. Quentin Williams.
Yeah.
Leroy Glover, and who I say? Ratliff. That'll be your three. Well, but Voch, what about what's the name from the 70s? Look, man,
You don't know.
I wasn't there. Linebackers, I mean, I don't think we've.
Sean Lee, I would have to say.
If I can give Sean Lee
healthy,
Meg the Stallion's knees,
Yeah.
and put him on Sean Lee and stem cell and make sure Sean Lee could have been a Hall of Famer. I feel like, Sean Lee and like Dat Wynn or something. Let those dudes run linebacker. There's probably another linebacker I'm missing.
Dexter Coakley was always a good one too. I liked.
Coakley was good. Sean Lee and Dexter Coakley, knock yourself out. As far as your corners, Dion and I ain't see Dion play, but hey, common sense.
Yeah.
Dion and Brandon Carr, let them go. I'm playing. But Cowboys DBs historically, right? So Darren Woodson would be like your nickel, one of your safety guys, and like who would your other safety be? I grew up. Look, I'm a 32-year-old Cowboy fan. It ain't like we got a long lineage.
We don't.
We ain't got of defenses going crazy like that.
I know, and that's why I've been telling people like, y'all should be excited about a Jalen Thomas being here because we really ain't had one safeties. Like, we had a solid guy like Ken Hamlin. He was cool. Like, he wasn't great. He wasn't a world beater. We haven't had great safety plays since Darren Woodson. Yeah. Everyone would say, what about Roy Williams? He was a one-trick pony. Not in this. And they took that trick away from him. Yeah. And you saw what happened to him when they took away what he could do. If I had to say safety,
because Roy Williams in modern football would be a linebacker.
What about? I know you play safety for a little bit. Byron Jones, maybe, I don't know. Like that's the problem we've had with safety. That's the problem.
So this we're gonna go Jeff Heath and Darren Woodson, and on the outside we'll put Dion and.
Or maybe, what about Barry Church?
No. Put me out there, corner. It don't matter. But yeah, Dion it might be. It's crazy if it's Brandon Carr for real. That's crazy. If it's Deron Bland or something, Trayvon.
Mike Jenkins. I'm joking.
You ain't playing. It might have to be Mike Jenkins and Deion Sanders. So yeah, whoever was playing on the other side in the 90s, put them out there. I ain't see it, but yeah. I'll let y'all figure it out. Go in the comments and tell us who the hell gonna play from 92 to today. Tell us who the hell gonna be on the other side of Deion Sanders. We'll wait.
Oh man, yeah, you can't.
Brandon Carr, Terrence Newman. Pardon me, Terrence Newman.
I just thought about it. Just getting my head.
Terrence Newman, Deion Sanders, Darren Woodson at the nickel, and Jeff Heath, and depending on the package, Darren Woodson go play safety for you. There you go.
Okay. All right. So the thing that was talked about this offseason was busting the budget, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Oh, Jerry, don't spend no money. He don't spend no money. Oh, this seems a joke." Yeah. Them silly Cowboy fans, them fair weather Cowboy fans, right?
Yeah.
I'm old enough to remember Jerry blowing a bag. Jerry used to blow a bag. I remember, matter of fact, 2005, he went and got Marco Rivera from the Packers to be guard. Yep. I remember he went and signed Anthony Henry to be cornerback from the Browns. I remember he blew a bag because they were implementing the 3-4. So he went and got Ferguson, nose tackle from
Jason Ferguson
from the Jets. One of my favorite guys I used to like on the Cowboys, Richie Anderson.
Yeah.
I liked Richie Anderson. He was a versatile guy. Jerry wouldn't. True. He would blow money.
Yeah.
And I think one time bit him in the ass.
Yeah.
Brandon Carr. A couple times bit him in the ass. Like Leonard Davis. He wouldn't sign those guys like that. And Kyle Koziers and things of that nature. He would spin, but.
Yeah. I do appreciate the more reserved.
Yeah.
That we're not just blowing money on just like. We just gonna spend money on anybody, just doing anything out there. But in context of the last 5 or so years, they have spent money. Yeah, they have spent a little more, money than normal. I mean, think about 3 years ago, like Everson Griffin was like a big deal for us. For sure, man. We went and got Everson Griffin. We got Robert Quinn. We straight. You know what I'm saying? And that was like after the draft or something like that. So for the Cowboys in the first week. In the first week of them doing anything,
it's just great. I think it was great.
More than they spent more now than they have spent in the last 8 or so years, and I don't think they're done. I think they're going to be in the trade market. Of course, they'll probably spend some more. I don't want to say bottom of the some more affordable options. They're going to bring in some of those guys because they have to fill the roster out, and then they're going to draft some dudes. So it ain't over, but I think people looked at busting the budget the wrong way. I think people thought they was going to drop the whole ass bag on 2 people. No, they're going to drop the whole bag, but it's going to cover like 12, 15 folks.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I tell people, like, you know, like the last offseason, they started moving differently last offseason, in my personal opinion.
For sure.
They got that Osa deal done before, you know, normally they say, oh, the Jones drag out deals. I'm like, no, here's the argument. The Cowboys pay their people.
Sure.
They pay their people. Everyone's like, oh, they take it for. I'm like, when is a right and a wrong time to pay your person? As long as they get paid, right? At the time, like, oh, if we did this earlier, we'd have more money to spend. No, they wouldn't have, because they've already allocated that money to pay that person. It's common economics. Like if you understand that stuff. But you know how the Rams say F them picks? Dallas, we say F them comp picks.
For sure.
So when I saw we got them 2 5th rounders, I'm like, oh, them things gone.
Yeah, I would love it. I would love it if they took those picks and, you know, went to go get some dudes.
And they've done it. Yeah. When they've got Brandon Cooks.
Gilmore.
Last year, they failed last year, but they tried, though.
It ain't work.
It didn't work. When got Kyer Elam.
Yeah.
When it got you a Kenneth Murray. You went got you a Kenneth Murray.
Chill out, man.
You got Joe Milton.
Yeah.
Then after the draft, let's go get this receiver. We didn't get a receiver in the draft. Yeah. Because I think if Tet would have been there, Tet would have been the pick, more than likely.
Yeah.
We didn't get the receiver we wanted.
It worked out.
I
got the receiver I wanted.
I got the receiver we wanted, yeah.
I got the receiver
and I remember, like, the rumblings going on. I'm like, I think this thing is about to go happen, like, go down any moment. Sure enough, woke up in the morning.
Yeah.
I did a show with my boy AOC. Shout out AOC.
Shouts out to him. I got to work with him, too, but I got a loan.
You got to,
I get to him.
People got certain feelings about my dog, but that's my dog.
Ain't wrong.
Yeah.
Ain't wrong.
Ain't wrong, but
he ain't never did nothing to me.
Yeah.
He ain't never did nothing to me.
Exactly. I don't know how I got on that, but they went and got George Pickens.
Yeah.
You know, and now everyone's like, oh, now they trade him. I'm like, you got mad because they got him.
Yeah.
That they went and did something. Now you're like, oh no, you ain't paying him. Now trade him. Like, make it make sense, y'all delusional, honestly. Like,
don't listen to Cowboy fans on the internet.
Yeah,
you know, if you just stick to your circle, you may have 1 or 2 arguments in your circle.
Yeah.
If you online fighting 30, 40 people, you'll kill yourself trying to. You know what I'm saying? So don't.
That's one guy. Matter of fact, I was commenting on Sean Sharif's post after the Osa trade. Some dude was calling me an idiot. He's like, Osa still would have been your starter. I'm like, no, my guy. He became your 3rd defensive tackle now. Sure. Do you pay your 3rd defensive tackle $20 million? But he would have been I'm like, you're not understanding. I'm going to quit arguing with you.
Yeah.
I'm like, he doesn't fit the new system.
Yeah.
You're questioning where he fits. You're still saying put him on the field because it's and it be like that. People don't understand schematic fits.
We as and look, this is probably, we have all this access. We have all these news, all these damn podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know what I'm saying, people just show up and just fight in the comments. In real life, what's supposed to happen? We supposed to just show up in August.
Yeah.
Right? And be like, all right, let's see what the Cowboys got for us. But in this news cycle that we're in, every little thing that happens, like, for example, if we get to August and you got 5 pass rushers on the team and you like them all, and Sam Williams is your 6th guy. All right, cool. Bet. But in this news cycle, the day you spend $3 million on Sam Williams, you go, what the hell going on? Why the hell we spend? Dog, you don't know what the plan is.
Yes.
You got time. Yeah. It's March. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no telling what this thing gonna look like in July or August. You know what I mean? So I tell everybody to just relax.
You know what's been irritating me so far? That everyone now is using this term and it's really starting to piss me off. 4-eye. You know, he plays the 4-eye. The 4-eye. I'm like, you cats didn't even know what the 4-eye was until you heard their press conference.
Yeah.
By Shotty and Christian Parker.
Yeah.
Chill out, B. You don't know what you're talking about. And everything. Yeah, she can play 4. Calm down.
That's the game. That's the game. People. Look, this is the problem. I don't hate people getting new information.
Yeah.
I don't want you to weaponize that information to try to fight me with it.
Yeah.
Because you'll be wrong, but just hang in there. Just take the information, be like, oh, well, I guess we got a new scheme here, and just keep it at that. Keep it wrapped.
Yeah. It's just doing like that. All right. Christian Parker.
For sure.
What you think about him? What are your thoughts?
I said a couple of years ago, it's crazy now that I mention this because I was right about this. But when you see other teams hit on young coaches, like, damn, boy, this young coach I never heard of in my life. Where the hell Liam Cohen come from? Who are these guys?
Duval.
Matt LaFleur. I didn't know who Matt LaFleur was. who is he? But you'll never know. You'll never hit on the next great thing if you don't try the new guys, right? So I understand the Jones' approach of, I like experience, skins on the wall, head coach experience, maybe a former champion. I feel you. But you'll never get the next rising star unless you shoot the dice and try. You lucked up with Kellen because Kellen played quarterback here. So you put a big bag of money on his desk to say, hey, Kellen, whenever you're ready, we're going to pay you to just hang around and coach. There's life for you after all this, you know what I'm saying? But you'll never truly get the brightest minds on your team if you don't get out of your old ways and shoot the shot. So, to answer your question, I don't know nothing about Christian Parker. Well, you don't know shit about Christian Parker. That's why you look at me like that, because you don't know Christian Parker. We don't know Christian Parker.
What's that show? You know Nato Jones? I don't know Nato Jones.
I don't know Nato Jones. You don't know about. I don't know about that. We don't know Christian Parker. Yeah. But if he is what all these neutral, non-Cowboy people on the internet, if he is who they say he is, then we just got a dude. Yeah. We just got a guy. Yeah. But you can't get that guy unless you take the shot on him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Brian Schottenheimer doesn't have head coaching experience. Exactly. He's coached before. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But not head coaching experience. You know, it worked out with Shotty. Yeah. We could still have Mike McCarthy if you want to. We could bring in Dean Pease if you want to. We could bring in, any coach that gets fired got head coach experience. Yeah. If you're a head coach that just got fired, you lost your job for a reason, but you got head coach experience. I would have rather the Cowboys go the approach that they have gone and just shoot the dice on the young dudes. Yeah. Shoot the dice on the young guys. Or have the head coach that's 50-something and just shoot the dice on the coordinators. Yeah. So if Christian Parker works out, man, we're going to have some fantastic content to talk about. Yeah.
So pre-Christian Parker, the hot name was Jim Leonard. That was the name everyone was like, Jim Leonard. And, of course, Denver started winning. Yep. They kept winning. So, who knows what could have happened, Marvel, like, what if, or what all that stuff, like, what if? Yeah. We won't know. That's something we'll never know. Yeah. Did you, before Christian Parker got hired, did you have a preference?
I don't know nothing about Jim Leonard.
There we go.
That's why you look at me like that, because you don't know Jim Leonard.
You don't know Jim Leonard? You don't know Jim. I don't know. You know Jim?
See, I can watch film on players. Yeah. I don't know these coaches and what their job is in the infrastructure of that coaching thing. So when I heard the Cowboys and they were interviewing guys, it was Jim Leonard, DeMarcus, Draymond, whatever, Jones from the Vikings. Yeah. Because he don't work in them, so I don't even know who the name gone.
I think he's the Commanders, matter of fact.
He's with Washington, but it's like when he was in the cycle, in the Cowboys cycle, I knew his name perfectly. Yeah. He worked for somebody else now. I don't know who the shit he is.
I don't know who he is.
I don't know.
Go here.
But Durante. But
Durante Jones. Yeah.
You bring in Durante Jones because Flores' system is ridiculous. You bring in Jim Leonard because he's a part of Vance Joseph's system, which is ridiculous. Yeah. You bring in Christian Parker, he's part of Fangio. You know what I mean? So I like the idea of, we probably can't get the old dude that's in charge here, but get the young dude up under him that's putting it together. Yeah. Get that young guy. Shotty's in charge of everything right now, but Clayton Adams draws it all up. So some other team, if they need an offensive mind, hey, look at the Cowboys offense, see what they're doing. Shotty calling the plays, man, but the dude that's putting it all together is this young dude, Clayton Adams. So I like that perspective. And this is the first time Cowboys have been they've been ahead of the curve or the trend, because they normally don't do that. Yeah. But now everybody that they hired got a job being defense coordinator somewhere. So we was right. The Cowboys were right this time. Cowboys normally let all these people go and just hire Mike Tyson.
They said 30-something people they had interviewed or something like that?
40-something interviews. 45 interviews. Yeah. So now it's like, hey, these teams hire these young up-and-coming defense coordinators. The Cowboys would have never been a part of that conversation. Yeah. But now they are.
They are.
Now they
Yeah.
are.
Like I said, they've been moving differently. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's the same old team." No, they're not the same old team.
It sounds homery to imply that they're not moving different. They're moving very differently.
Yeah.
They're moving very different. And people aren't going to accept that until the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. Look, that's fine. It may not be fair, but it's fine. But they are doing shit differently than they've normally done.
For sure. And like I said, I don't think they're done. I think they're waiting for something to come at their price. All right.
Something's going to happen.
Something's going to happen.
Trust me, something's going to happen.
We're about a month away from the draft.
Yes, sir.
All right. 12 and 20.
Yes, sir.
Only now, they may trade Osa. Now I got the 92, which they needed to do that because prior to that, they only had 2 picks in the top 100.
Yes, sir.
A lot of good players come out, in the top 100 picks. All right. So now you got those 3 picks. All right. So like I said, 12 and 20. All right. I would say, off the top of my head, Cowboys' top 5 biggest needs.
Sure.
Edge for sure. Mm-hmm. Linebacker. You could argue another safety. You could argue. Could not really, not necessarily. Mm-hmm. Definitely need some work at corner there.
For sure.
Maybe shore up the offensive line. Maybe get some more depth on there.
Could be.
12 and 20. Mm-hmm. Give me your ideal world. Your stack at 12.
Well, shit, the ideal world is you want the best dude in the whole draft to be there. You want Arvell Reese to get caught with some drugs and he fall, and teams go, I'm not going to do this. And like
Larry Tunsil gas mask on draft day.
You would love it if the best dude in the whole damn draft fell to you.
Lyle Collins getting accused for murder and not getting drafted.
Hey, look, he didn't even do nothing. They just the police just called and asked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got some. Hey, look, call Arvell Reese and just ask some questions.
Yeah.
The day of the draft. That'd be great. We'll get him.
We joking, but we not joking at the same time.
I ain't playing. Ray playing. I ain't damn playing. Boy, you know how much money we're gonna make off content?
Yeah.
Anyway, to answer your question, I think 12 is a tricky spot.
Yeah.
Because the board is gonna open up the more you go down it.
Yeah.
When you're drafting at 20th overall, you can take anybody you want. Nobody gonna say anything to you. You can get corner, edge, linebacker. You can get a D tackle if you want to, safety, whatever. I'd look at 12 differently. Mm-hmm. I'm not so all in on 12 that, all right, man, we need defense so bad. Even if a top tier offensive player is here, I won't go offense. I don't want to be that way. This is the first round, 12th overall. It's a 5-year conversation. That got 3 years on his contract left. Mm-hmm. And they probably want to work in that that range or whatnot. But we're all looking for the elite top tier defender to fall to us. Mm-hmm. One of the edges, whether that be David Bailey from Tech, Ruben Bain from Miami, one of the linebackers. It won't be Arvell Reese, but from Ohio State. What you want is for Sonny Styles from Ohio State to be there. You would love it if he's there. One of the pass rushers, one of those guys. The corner, Mansour Delane from LSU. Jamal McCoy's not going to be there. His knee hurt.
Yeah.
You would love for it to be one of them. And if it ain't one of them guys, you would love for it to be the safety, Caleb Downs. You would love for it to be one of those. Those are your blue chip, top tier, elite defensive players of this draft. In the event that them dudes ain't there, you have to be open to just taking the best guy. What I wouldn't want to do is be in this situation at 12 overall, your best defensive players get wiped out, and you have an option to go Jeremiah Love at running back, who's a dude. He's in the Bijan Robinson family. He's in the Christian McCaffrey family. Yeah. You don't want to pass up on that guy because, man, I need defense so bad. I'm going to get a second round rated defender because we need defense.
Yes, we need defense, yeah.
I'm not passing up on this. This happened in 2000 and help me out. CD Lamb draft 21, 19, 2020.
Yeah.
You don't want to, because they didn't need CD Lamb.
No.
They need CD Lamb. Michael Gallup's coming off 1,200 yards. Amari Cooper was a dude.
Yeah.
Randall Cobb left, but you could have found wide receiver anywhere. Mm-hmm. They had an adequate 3, just like Florno is an inadequate 3.
Yeah.
But they was like, man, CD Lamb is too good to pass up. And Kayvon Chason just ain't him. If Kayvon Chason was comparable to CeeDee Lamb, it may be a different discussion. Mm-hmm. That year, Derrick Brown, he's in Carolina now, but from Auburn. Let's say Derrick Brown fell to 16, and it was Derrick Brown or CeeDee Lamb. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. You need defense. It makes sense to get Derrick Brown and leave CeeDee Lamb on the board. CeeDee Lamb versus Chason, clear.
No brainer.
It's clear.
It's clear, no brainer. Yeah.
I think there's a possibility. It probably won't happen, but there's a possibility in this draft Most of my draft friends got like 10, 11, 12 first round grades, like pure first round grades. Yeah. You drafting at 12 overall, you might miss somebody. So that qualifies to me as a CD, as your best player could be an offensive player. Yeah. And I would rather take that dude than a player on defense. But at the 20th overall pick where you can draft anybody, take defense with that guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you would love it if you could take 2 defensive players at 12 and 20.
Yeah, absolutely.
But don't let that running back be there.
Yeah. Or, I'll ask you a question about that in just a second. Mm-hmm. Because my stack I had it was ideally that I think would be realistic. Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles,
sure.
Monster Delane. Then after that, I'm kind of out there. But those 4 are my 4. Well, now seeing what's going on in Kansas City.
Sure.
I'm wondering, Monster Delane, could he be going to Kansas City? Could that be a lock for them to go corner? There at table, pick. Man, I said table. I'm gonna be hungry or something. I don't know. At that particular pick.
Yeah.
But could Kansas City trade that and get more picks because they did trade. They got the Rams, so they got 2 first rounders. So
yeah. I think KC could use everybody up there. They probably won't go running back. They just spent a lot of money on Kenneth Walker, but I ain't stopping them from taking them. No. But I think they could use a wide receiver because, Pat this whole time just haven't been having wide receiver help. They signed Justin Fields to come play quarterback part-time for him. So you would like it. Look, Pat throwing the football to Rashee Rice is one thing. Justin Fields throwing the ball to Rashee Rice ain't the same thing.
Ain't the same, yeah.
So I would imagine that they would like some wide receiver help. They traded both their corners to the Rams.
Oh, they traded one. One was a free agent.
They traded one and one left. So now, they lost both corners. If Mansour Delane is there, I could see them doing that. They could use a safety.
Yeah.
They could use a linebacker. Leo Chenal just signed with
Commanders.
So hell, man, they might be bad next year.
Yeah.
The Chiefs might be bad next year. And Pat's coming off the ACL surgery, so we don't know how that's really going to affect him. Yeah. So hell, the Chiefs, they may want to take everybody we want to take.
Yeah. So, and that's one of the things I'm thinking, like, man, you better praise some of these offensive guys. Someone fall in love with some of these offensive guys. Miami up the board.
Miami's another team like that. Yeah. They trade all their guys away.
They got rid of everybody.
They got 7 picks in the top 100. So we can't just, some of my draft show partners was like, oh, this means Miami's going to take a receiver. They just let go of Waddle, right?
Yeah.
They let go of Minka. They let go of Chubb. They let go of this. Hill ain't coming back for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, all they guys are gone.
Yeah.
So they
$175 million in dead cap money.
They're
$175 million in dead cap money.
They obviously want to be in the quarterback market next year.
Next year, yeah. It's supposed to be a world-class quarterback class. Sure. So if you want to get a quarterback, I guess next year. But at that point, why did you sign Malik Willis? That was a head-scratcher for me.
To go out there and lose some games because you need somebody. just to make it look like you're trying to do some shit. But to lose some damn games. Ain't nobody playing with y'all.
Yeah.
They trying to get Arch.
So one of the things you're saying, okay, pick 20. You said Jermichael McCoy, scratch him off of 12. Mm-hmm. What about if he was there at 20? You didn't get a corner.
I would love to get Jermichael McCoy at 20. But what I do and what the Cowboys do are two different dudes. I will say, I talk to a lot of people that talk to a lot of people over there. And they don't want red shirt players. They don't want players that's gonna sit out. They seem to be purposely ambiguous with that statement. So they might be out on Jermichael McCoy at 12.
Yeah.
What if we traded back from 20 and got to 29 and Jermichael McCoy is still there?
Yeah.
Like, all right, now we picked up another pick and Jermichael McCoy on the board and we're here at 29. So for me, I seen the tape.
Yeah.
And it was from 2 years ago, but I seen the tape. So if you're an optimist like me, you'll go, man, dog, it's probably gonna be weird this year. But in 2028, you got Jermichael McCoy on this side, who was one of the best cornerbacks the best corner in his draft in my personal opinion. Mm-hmm. And Revel on the opposite side, top 2 corner in the draft in my personal opinion in the draft that he came on. Mm-hmm. They both were injury situations, so you got both for cheaper. But at the end of the day, you got 2 blue chip corners.
Yeah.
Shit, it sounds like a party. We're going to Golden Corral.
Yeah. Here's my thing I'm afraid of is at 20, not drafting just for need at 20. You know what I'm saying, too? Because I've been looking at pass rusher, looking at edge.
Sure.
More likely, some of your edges are going to be there. Maybe a Keldrick Folk may still be there.
Sure.
Young guy, 20 years old, 6'6", like elite size for his position.
Yeah.
Known as a run defender, in my personal opinion. He needs to work on that pass rush. I'd be open to that. Akeem Messidor. Everyone's worried about the age and injury concern, but as far as the bag of pass rush moves, he's got a bag.
Sure.
It's very tactical, you know.
Sure.
That's what you're starting to think in there at 20. Then I'm looking after that. Maybe I'll call this the third tier of defensive edges. Your Cassius Howell.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was like a one-trick pony to me. He seems like all he can do is pass rush. He's not a 3-down player. Sure. So I'm afraid of them overdrafting at 20.
Sure.
Just because we need to fill a need.
Yeah.
A lot of the names, like my boy Zach, loves this guy. Jacob Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Coming out of Texas Tech. Would that be someone at 20 you wouldn't be like, yeah?
I think that's overdrafting.
Yeah.
Him in particular. The good thing about it at 20th overall, you mentioned the different pass rushers. Mm-hmm. Sure. But like I said, it's not like at 12 where you may have 2 or 3 names that you could pick from. You can pick your best 4 pass rushers, your best 4 corners, your best 4 linebackers, and your best 4 safeties, and put those guys together and pick one of them. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's incredibly hard to reach at 20. If you reach at 20, the Cowboys just got it wrong. You know what I'm saying? But they wouldn't feel like they're reaching. Yeah. The Cowboys could draft somebody at 12 and they may feel like they're reaching. Like, hey, man, you know, we went for need here. We probably reaching. I think it's impossible to feel that way because there's so much talent. Where the sweetest spot in this draft is in between 19 and about 42. All those dudes relatively similar. So if you're the Dolphins, you got 5 picks within there. Man, they have
clean up. Man.
They're having a party out there. You know what I'm saying? But for us in particular, there are going to be so many names available at 20. It's going to be incredibly difficult to overdraft somebody. Yeah. Whoever you draft at 20 should be good to go for you.
Yeah. Yeah, because, you know, that's the thing that was going on this offseason. We want people to come in and contribute from day one, all right?
And, man, honestly, man, I don't want to put that much faith in my rookie like that. Like, we're drafting an edge guy. Like, even if you draft Ruben Bain at 12, he's day one shouldn't be better than Rashawn Gary and Donovan Ezra-Rocco. He should be able to rotate. If you draft a corner, day one, you shouldn't be better than Kobe Durant, Revel, and Bland. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The only position, and I think the Cowboys are working on this, the only position where day one somebody could come in and start is like linebacker. Mike linebacker right now because you don't have nobody playing next to Overshawn. But everybody else, I think the Cowboys are relatively filled enough to where no rookie's going to come in and just take that job. Yeah. Except for Mike.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. You know, we got about a month away. So you know, things change between a month. People have pro days. People get arrested.
Yeah,
some other things.
Please
be happening.
Officer,
it's in his car. Pop the trunk right now. Look in his trunk right now.
You know that basketball player just got caught with a whole bunch of weed and lean in his car.
From Alabama.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, please.
We know some people, all right?
Yeah,
all right, but like I said, we got a month from that. But, you know, it's been great sitting with you, talking ball with you, getting to know you. So when I wrap up these interviews, I like to ask 2 questions.
Yes, sir.
First question, if you give any advice to anyone, no matter the subject matter, what advice would you give someone? And secondly, what do you want people to take away from sitting down with me today?
If you're doing anything, always assume that somebody's watching you. Because you never know who's actually watching you. Even if you have if you work at a place to where somebody may just be walking past you. If you do a podcast and you may have 10 views, you don't know who either one of those 10 people are going to be. Yeah. You always have to put your best foot forward in everything. You always have to assume that somebody's watching. Just imagine, you know, I'm doing work at DallasCowboys.com right now. Just imagine if the people at .com was like, hey, man, I know this dude, Voch Lombardi, man, he's fantastic. Well, what does he do? Oh, man, he live right now. Let me watch his show. And I'm bullshitting. Yeah. Like, they decided to, they click that show, that time, where I'm bullshitting, and they go, hey, man, I don't know about this Voch dude. Yeah. And now I lose an opportunity for it. Yeah. Always assume somebody's watching. And I think that'll benefit you in the long run. And, man, what I took from being, what'd you say?
What you want people to take away from sitting down with me?
Hard work pay off. Hard work pay off. You are looking at 2 people that work hard as hell, that put time into it, that grind, and they care about their work. They care. Listen, man, let me just tell you something about this Ray character, man. Let me tell you something about this Ray character. I'll pull back the curtain for you. I was like, yeah, I'll do the pod. I got a little time around this time. I'll come do it. Ray done sent me a link to a website, right? Yeah. Hey, yo, Voch, man, if you could put a picture there, if you could put like a bio here and da 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 boom boom boom. And I never had to do that before. Because when I go with people, hey Voch, can you do a podcast with me? I just kind of show up, I get the link, and we just talk, right? But you want, hey Voch, can you put a and it seems like some work or whatever, but that's you packaging the thing that we doing.
Yeah.
That's you selling what we doing. I've never had to submit a bio before. You know what I'm saying? And look, that could be my own arrogance. So pardon me. Like this me talking to me in the mirror. Hey, pardon me. It could be but I never had to. And I think I sent you some nice shit too.
Yeah.
But thinking on it, you had a bigger vision than I did. You know what I'm saying? You pulled up. Hey, yo, Voch, this the flyer we gonna roll out. A what? Ain't got flyers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, Voch, this the flyer we gonna use. You know what I'm saying? And I pull up and I see this and Voch, on my website, when people see it, they're gonna see your bio there and da 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 da. The bigger picture from that is, man, put the work into it. Put the work into it. Put some detail into it. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what you walk away from something, like walk away from this podcast going, at least you'll go, man, they put time into this thing, man. At least, yeah, it's a nice flyer, man. Look at the, man, I walked around this, you know what I'm saying? Put time and effort into what you're doing. Put some work into what you're doing. Hard work pays off. I know that you don't always see results from hard work, but like, man, hard work grows in like inches, not miles. You know what I'm saying? You may not think of it until like to the end and you go, damn, I have come a long way. You know what I'm saying? But man, progress happens in inches, man. You may not see it now, but in the grand scheme of things, bro, like it will happen. You see it here, you see it here. You know what I'm saying? So when you walk away from this thing, hey man, let me work a little harder, because I just listened to two people talk about how they work hard, and boy, they doing all right. We're doing fine.
We're doing all right.
We're doing fine.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Open invite.
So again,
anytime you want to come sit down.
This was comfortable. This was cool.
It was awesome. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, piggyback off of what he said, you know, I always start off this show with positive words, and I also got to end the show with positive words. I like to leave two messages.
I was like, that was it. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
All right. So I leave two messages. The first message is, I already said it earlier, if you're persistent, you'll get it. If you're consistent, you'll keep it. Consistency is the key to everything in life. All right. Now, get your swag on. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to me, you got a mirror. You know, nobody look in the mirror. You got the car, you know, the rear view mirror in the car. You know, feel yourself. Rub your hands like you Birdman real quick. Tell yourself, I will boss up mentally. I will boss up spiritually. I will boss up physically. And I will boss up financially. Invest in yourself. It's your boy Ray. Ray from Ray Ray's podcast. Voch Lombardi, the guru in the building. We gonna catch y'all next time. Peace.
Love y'all.
Hey.
Get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink, ho, let's get right. Getting paid, I'm getting